taking that player out of the picture, and one Nick's going to be able to take down Rumpy, who was very hurt. So it's a 3-on-3 at the moment, but Aztec's going to get Mama Bear as well. It's a 2-on-3, 54 inside of the site, and Aztec getting another one on the fast like win right there. And it's going to be 54 who's hanging out inside of this site. He has the bomb in hand in about a minute and 10 seconds left on the round, but just getting surrounded by the 3 remaining players, and that is going to be the round there. Over to Ascend, and things all tied up 5-5.
Man, that was the most dynamic round we've seen so far. I mean, Trix had no problem jumping into the site, getting into B. Floki did a really good job of trying to hold as long as possible, but it just didn't match up. I mean, one Nick didn't really give the support he needed to. And Trix able to jump in, and what they were trying to do there, they had 3 players that have been sitting either in the middle or in A site, and they were trying to get the flank all the way through and around, and it was held off for the most part, but the retake was absolutely brilliant right there from Ascent.
Yes, and as we take a look and see what Trix is trying to do this round here, it looks like they were going in towards B. They've dropped the bomb inside of that connector, and now they're just trying to work it in through mid and see what they can get as far as picks before they decide to work into a site. They still have a guy down at B long as well, I believe, so one able to easily be able to pick up the bomb if they need to, but starting to work their way back into mid, just really playing the amount of time that they had. And I mentioned that before, that there's a lot of time in Crossfire. There's no need to rush things and just, run straight into a site and just, have it go up the chance and how quick they can aim. And Mama Bear getting a ridiculous headshot there on a Floki who was hanging out in the window trying to get a pick as well, but just shutting him down completely. So they're going to have that advantage. Mama Bear sees one over on the CT spawn platform, but can't get him. One Nick taking out Rumpy as he was trying to get into the site. The bomb is down in the site. Mama Bear is going to get another one with the deagle, and one Nick was able to take out Fast Like Win right before he died, but Mama Bear is going to keep a tight lock onto that window, but a nade's going to come in from Kryptonite and finish him off. So it's a 2-on-2, 54. And TT left here for Ascend. One coming back in through the connector as he sees him down there. 54 is going to take him out. That was drops. So TT and 54. And wow, 54 getting another one with that M4 and another round there to Trix. It's going to be 6-5 overall.
Yeah, the interesting thing there, and you get to talk a little bit about Kryptonite. I mean, he wasn't even in the site, but he was able to keep pressure with that brilliant nade spot. I mean, through the window, into the box room, landed right at the feet of Mama Bear. Absolutely huge. And the interesting thing we've seen so far, at least from what it looks like the offensive side is trying to pull, they're trying to ride Mama Bear a little bit, trying to make him the workhorse, try to make him pick in first. I mean, they got that. They got through the middle. He scoped all 3 different areas that were in the middle, wasn't able to see anything, and why push there? Let's just go back and try to pick something different. Worked over to B, able to get 2 over there. Really smart play offensively to kind of rotate in playoff picks. Yeah,
and there's so many open areas on this map, too, that it's great to really use the scope to open things up on the map and, create some space for yourselves to work into a bomb site. But 2 frags have gone out. Floki got one.
He got both of them.
Yeah,
he's been locking down that middle.
Yeah, he was just shutting them down with the scope, the on there. So it's going to be a 4-on-3 right now. Ascend does have, actually, just as I say that, Rumpy takes down Kryptonite. So it's going to be a 3-on-3 right now. As take a look, there's some from Trix right now, just hanging out mid. Fast Like Win did go to get that bomb, but Rumpy was taken down by one Nick over in the A site. So 2-on-3 as it is. Fast Like Wind and Mama Bear both working onto the catwalk right now. It's Aztec, Nick, and Floki. Now just make that Aztec and Floki as Nick, I believe, is connected. So it's going to be a 2-on-2, and Mama Bear was able to take down Floki. So now it's all up to Aztec. The bomb has gone down on that A site. Aztec working his way in here. He's on Cat. He sees Fast Like Win, gets a couple shots into him, takes him down. It's a 1-on-1 right now. Mama Bear versus Aztec. He's working his way and sees him behind the train car and takes him down with a headshot from the AUG, and he is going to be able to pick up that defuse and get the round over to Ascend. It's going to be 2-1 on this second half.
Yeah, now we're looking at a 6-6 round total. I mean, it was interesting. Mama Bear dropping the op in the middle to pick up that AK. And then for a second, I wanted to be like, what are you doing? You could use that angle as much as possible. Ends up getting a pick, making me eat my words, but then picks a really long corner and isn't able to lock that last kill down. I mean, absolutely brilliant play.
Yeah, so now we've had a player disconnect from the game over on Ascend side, I believe.
Yeah,
so now, normally when that happens, everybody comes back out and make sure things stay even. If somebody disconnects right in the middle of a game, they all, come back and then make sure everybody can get back in. Things are even before they get the game going again. So we're just going to wait for him to get back in before these guys can start again. But so far, man, just been an awesome game.
Yeah,
I mean, 6-6.
We're seeing just, the interesting thing enough. I mean, Floki and Mama Bear are doing a pretty good job holding down that scope. But what we've seen a lot of so far is a lot of long angles being picked both by M4s and AKs around box edges and around windows, which is interesting to me because you would think that you wouldn't want to see that battle be fought with another sniper on the opposite team. But so far, it's been paying off, pretty well for them, and even as it could possibly be.
Yeah, and, despite them being able to get the counter picking with those rifles, the snipers, as you said before, have been making quite an impact. Mama Bear and Floki. I mean, as I was saying, that this map is just so open. There's so many open areas. You can open up a bomb site very easily just by working your sniper down into those long areas and getting some picks. But with the type of game that Crossfire is, being such a headshot game, all it takes is that one guy to be sitting there with that rifle and get that headshot off onto you.
And the distance doesn't really have that much of a play. Nope. I mean, if you hit a headshot with anything from anywhere, you're pretty much for sure going down unless you're using an SMG from a distance, in which case you're still sitting with 10 HP.
Yeah.
And someone come up and sneeze on me, and you're probably still going to get it. So, I mean, everyone seems to be in and ready to go, so we are going to jump back in. It is 6-6. So these next 3-4 rounds are going to be really huge.
Crucial.
And we've seen nothing but back and forth all game since it's been 5-on-5.
Yeah, it's been great so far, and I think we're going to see that same trend continued here into the last part of this match here. Now, we still have Tricks over on the Blacklist side, which is the attacking side, and Ascend over on Global Risk. Fast Like Wind starting this round off by taking down one Nick towards the B side, but Aztec was able to exchange and take down TT, so 4-on-4 right now. Mama Bear has the bomb, who's actually working it up Catwalk right now, meeting up with Rumpy, and Aztec was able to take down Fast Like Wind. So, a player advantage for Ascend right now. Mama Bear working with that scope once again onto the catwalk. Floki was able to take down 54, so it's all Rumpy and Mama Bear. They need to play together right now, as Rumpy has worked into the A site completely. Floki is all the way down long right now, and I think they're going to have a battle in just a second. Seas drops up there in the A window, but Kryptonite was able to take him out, so it's all on Mama Bear right now. And Floki getting the jumping headshot out of the window. Great shot from him. So around back there over to Ascend, it's going to be 7-6.
Yeah, and I mean, there is really no chance for Mama Bear there. There's 4 players closing in extremely quickly, so, I mean, here's hoping.
Yeah.
Spray and pray and hope you can get out and find yourself some space to recoup, and that was not the case. Floki, interesting enough, rushing that B-side site, able to pick out Fast Like Wind, who's been absolutely crucial on offense so far.
Yeah, he's been doing good, and Floki at first in the first half was getting outpicked by Mama Bear a lot of the time, but now he's changed up his positioning, where he's playing at, all those things, and he's been making quite an impact, getting early picks in the round and taking out players and giving his team those advantages. And right now they do have that player advantage. It's 5-on-4. And it looks like Mama Bear himself has that sniper rifle. Aztec is going to take down Rumpy though, and TT is going to exchange and take him out. So 4-on-3. They still have that player advantage. Ascend does. Mama Bear wants to work something with the sniper rifle right now. They have the bomb dropped back towards the B long right now. Actually, TT picked that up, but Mama Bear is just going to see what he can work here. He sees one up there. He's going to take down Floki. Excellent positioning to be able to take him out and even up the playing field here. It's a 3-on-3 as TT has the bomb. They're trying to work this B site now. It looks like drops his inside of the site, throws a flash in, sees if he can take him down, and he does with the M4. So now a 3-on-2. Tricks has turned this round around. TT's going to get in and plant this bomb. It looks like that bomb is going to go down. It's going to be one Nick and Kryptonite that have to try and retake here. One Nick coming up through the window, pretty hurt. Only 25 health right now. It's going to be rather tough for him to get in. These 3 guys are going to be able to lock down this site very well. Kryptonite trying to work in through these double doors. He's going to get flashed. He does take down TT, though, through the flash, regardless. Saw that name tag. He's 54 back there, and he's going to pick up 2. Excellent headshot from him and getting the round for his team, and that's going to be a 7-7? Or 8-7?
Yeah, 7-7 still. So we started with 6-6 and it's 1-1. So
oh,
7-7.
yeah. 7-7.
And I wanted to say earlier in that round that we saw 2 exactly textbook plays on both sides of this.
Yeah.
Defensively, there was early picks up the middle, and instead of overextending their push, I mean, Mama Bear was sitting there watching the windows to catwalk and that whole staircase area, and everyone fell back on the defensive side. So super smart play to get the picks and not overextend. likewise, on the offensive side, they had those picks into B, and actually were originally going to back up before TT was able to get the pick inside the site, and then they finally committed. So really smart team play overall, as it looks like B site will be taken here, and there's going to be a defensive surround to try to get that retake.
And interesting from Fast Like Wind, he's using the SG, which hardly ever gets used in competitive play. So interesting weapon choice, but right now they do have that bomb down in the B site. It's 54 and Fast Like Wind that have to try and hold this down, but that's not going to happen. There was 4 left for them. 54 only able to take out 1, and right here Ascend is going to be able to pick up that bomb defuse, and it's going to be an 8-7 game right now. Ascend leading by 1 round. So things looking pretty good for them right now, and despite being down, or, you know, being down that player at the very beginning, they've come back well, and right now Mama Bear gets that initial pick onto Aztec over at long, and Mama Bear's going to get a second one, just destroying them here towards this A site. Floki's going to be able to pick up 2 as well, though. Floki getting 3 with the off, and wow, just absolutely shutting down the push. Rumpy was able to finish him off, but Drops getting 2 more right there. Floki and Drops doing work on them on that A site. What a hold.
Oh my goodness. I mean, let's talk about Floki for a second. Those were 3 straight shots on 3 straight quick scopes. I mean, that's not messing around. That's some top caliber sniping right there.
That was excellent. And you know, when you talk about, you know, when I've heard discussions about the best snipers in the game and things like that, I've never really heard Floki come up too much in the conversation. But I mean, if he keeps pulling shots like that, I think, you know, a name like that might come up in future conversations. It was an excellent round from him right there. So right now it's going to be 9 to 7 right now. Ascend looking good. They only need this 1 round right here. Floki starts it off, taking down Fast Like Wind, but TT is going to exchange, so it's a 4-on-4. Mama Bear still actually deciding not to use the sniper rifle this round. Looks like he's working. I don't think
he started
with anyway. He did. Aztec gets TT, and Mama Bear using that deagle, and does have the sniper rifle, so trying to work this A site. And they're just going to continue to sit on catwalk right here. Let's take a look and see where Ascend has placed themselves at. Drops down here in mid, sees Rumpy, but Rumpy's going to take him out. So it's Kryptonite and Nick left. Nick all the way down A long. Kryptonite's just sitting over on the spawn plat. Looks like these guys have started their rotation in towards the B site, and Mama Bear's picked up that SG instead of the sniper rifle now. So Mama Bear working their way in, getting into the site. Looks like they're going to get the bomb down. We'll see if these guys can retake.
Yeah, no, the really smart play from Trix to stay together here, knowing that they were, you know, a little bit underbalanced. It is 3-3 for a minute, and now they're sticking together. They've gotten 2 kills here. It's 3-on-1. Bomb has now been planted. I mean, they're in a good spot to hold this B site with 1 Nick trying to come in through the box room.
He's having a bit of a gun battle with 54 over here, but they know exactly where he's at. He does get a grenade kill on the 54, though, making things a bit easier. He's got Mama Bear and Rumpy to find, and then the defuse. Let's see if he can do it. He sees Mama Bear there, getting a lot of shots into him. Can't take him down. Gets the headshot onto him. It's a 1-on-1 right now. He needs to start getting onto that bomb very shortly here. Rumpy is in the back, and he almost got him with the fake defuse, but Rumpy peeking out at an excellent time to finish him off. So it's 9-8 now, and this is the crucial round right here, whether it's going to be overtime or the game win.
Yeah, you know, we haven't heard much, you know, 1 Nick not making much noise here, but man, he played that absolutely brilliantly. He just missed the peak by literally fractions of a second. That could have been the difference of just taking his team out of this situation, just saying, hey, let's just go on.
Yeah, very, very close, nail-biting round there. But starting this round off, Mama Bear's going to get 1. Drops, finishing off Rumpy, but TT getting into that site and getting rid of Drop, so it's going to be a 4-on-3, and they get that bomb down very quickly in the B site, so it's going to be tough as Mama Bear takes down Aztec, and I think we're going to see a bit of overtime here unless 1 Nick and Kryptonite can really do some work here going back into this B site. We have 1 Nick coming around from the backside, and Kryptonite trying to work through the double doors. He's having a bit of a gunfight with Fast Like Wind, actually able to take down 1 Nick, and TT's going to finish off Kryptonite, so I believe now we're sitting at 9-9.
That's 9-9, and that's going to go into an overtime. I mean, man, talk about playing with your backs down against the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing you could say about that besides the fact that they had all the pressure put on them in the world.
Yeah.
And they're just going to sit there and be like, you know what? Let's stick together, play it slow, see what we can do, and just make this happen for us. We know we can play this game. We know we've been able to defeat these guys. You know, we can play just as even as they are. Why should we let them dictate the speed of the game? Let's just go at our own pace.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they did.
Just really, really playing well there when it counted. So now we are going to see some overtime action. Now, in past times, it's been 5-round halves, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what this tournament format is for the overtime, so we'll see how it goes as we get into it here. But it looks like the team